Okay, so we've got the headlights and the grille removed. We need to do the front bumper. So these two connections here are for the parking sensors and the fog light. And so if we remove these now, they won't get stuck later. So we've got to push down on the catch here. It's a little bit fiddly. There you go. Remove those. That one. And that one. Okay, so there, we'll push those down below. Right, and then on the top we have four, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mountings on the top there. Okay, and they're M8, so we've got an M8 socket on here. Right then, so they're just these sort of self-tapping type screws. So we'll put them in order, but I think they're all going to be the same size. Okay, yeah, that one again is the same size. That's the last one of those. Okay, so now you've got to remove the two, there's 4 bolts underneath. Okay, so if I show you where they are, they've got these sort of rounded ends to the plastic, you can see. And you've got one there, and again there's another one, and you see it's got this round shape. So there's 2, and it's the same on the other side of the car. So, and they're Torx T30 heads on those, if you can see that. Okay, so I'll get on and remove those now, and then we'll see you again. Okay, so these are the 4 screws, the Torx bolts we've removed from underneath. Now there's another couple of screws we need to get before we start working on the side. Okay, and if we look underneath, they're behind this front spoiler, under here. Okay, I'm not sure if you can see. What I'll do is if you come around the front, you can get a better context where I'm doing it there. Okay, so that's 2 self-tappers there. Okay, so these are Phillips, not Torx. So we've got the 4 Torx, then these 2 Phillips head self-tappers that we've got to get out. Okay, alright, there's one of those, and then the other one obviously is in the same position on the other side. Okay, that's those 2 out, and now we're ready to start work on the sides. So what we've got here is we've got 2 Phillips screws. I don't know if you were to see with the light. There's one just up here, okay, and there's one right underneath, behind this little sort of front lip spoiler, under there, or behind, sorry. Right, so let me take those out. Okay. Okay, so there we go, there's one. Feel where that second one is. Okay, there's the second. Right, okay, and then what we've got to do is pull the wings out sideways and pull it forward. So I'll just go and grab an assistant. Okay, so what you've got to do is grab it under here and pull it this way. You've got a little docking section I'll show you under here. So if you give it a pull straight out, okay, so what you see again, the same as the rear bumper, we've got these slots that dock into a plastic panel that's got these little ramps that grips it. Okay, so we'll do that on both sides. Kate's done it already on the other side. So with the sides released, it should just pull forward now. So how are we doing, Kate? Yep, that's off. So okay, so the last thing we need to disconnect there is the washer hose. Okay. So obviously don't pull it too far, but what you can do is you can come inside in here, okay, and you've got a connection onto, you need to get some pliers, and we'll just pull that connection off. Okay, so you've got these spring clips here, so if you squeeze them together, you can squeeze the metal clip up the pipe, okay, and then carefully not to break the fitting. If you rotate it first, to check it's loose, and then pull. Okay, so there you go, you're pulling it off that barb, and obviously if you've got washer fluid in the bottle, it'll start to squeeze out. So we've just got a little handy bung there that we'll just put in there and put the clip back on. Okay, and then that's the front bumper, the old front bumper removed, complete with fog lights and PDCs, the parking sensors attached.